Dragons.
How do you start this thing?
Eric, duck!
Fools! You will never escape.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey, look! Take cover.
I knew we shouldn't listen to that fairy.
We owe it to Dungeon Master to go in there and help him.
Wrong. I don't owe that little runt a thing.
I hope we don't regret this.
I regret it already.
This place gives me the creeps.
And for you, the game is over.
In search of precious energy, the Autobots venture forth into outer space, but the evil Decepticons attack them. 4 million years later, the Autobots and Decepticons are reactivated. The Autobots track the Decepticons to the crystal mines of Burma, but their dangerous mission backfires as we begin the final episode of The Transformers. With the help of the evil scientist Dr. Arkville, the Decepticons use hypnochips to control the minds of human beings and create an army of slaves to produce a vast supply of energon cubes. Megatron succeeds in bringing Cybertron into Earth's orbit, causing huge tidal waves and earthquakes which threaten to rip the planet apart. And Spike journeys to Cybertron to save his father, Sparkplug, who has been turned into a mindless slave. But Sparkplug betrays his son and sounds the alarm, alerting the Decepticons, as we begin the final episode of The Transformers, the ultimate doom.
To the road with the pole position team as they race to settle the bear affair.
Today on Dungeons and Dragons.
That was close.
And getting closer every second.
Last episode, Galvatron, the treacherous leader of the Decepticons, tried desperately to gain possession of the key to the mysterious plasma energy chamber. The battle for this key led to the distant planet Nebulos, where a group of Autobots united with Nebulon rebels to become headmasters and target masters.
2 Autobots are better than 1, Cyclonus!
So that's where Gort and his rebels have been hiding. The heads of those metal beings become robotic exosuits.
And where the Decepticons joined forces with the merciless Hive.
Remove your heads. Let the transformations begin.
To become Decepticon headmasters and target masters. Risking his very existence, Optimus Prime entered the supercomputer Vector Sigma and learned that plasma energy can destroy machines, robots, even entire stars.
Annihilate them!
But this information may have come too late.
Sarak did it!
Hey y'all, it's time for stream. And the goal is going to be to finish this entire game, come hell or high water. Hopefully I do not eat these words, especially since this is the level that I've been dreading. Pretty much since I, sat down and did my full research, because Secret Swim, it's a swimming level, and yeah. The swimming controls are kinda not great, so hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass. and hopefully, we don't get hammered by Disney on the clips from the movie that in the the cutscene clips.
Kita mentioned that these underwater caverns contain the knowledge of Atlantis' past. The water looks deep, though.
Because, yeah, if you haven't, which is, it's kind of funny. Those fucks at Hasbro will fucking, and Comcast will dig my ass, or, well, no longer Comcast, since they're splitting off the company. I guess Universal's the better way. But those fucks at Universal and Hasbro will dig me for those fucking, every single stream they ding me for when I put the VODs on YouTube for the previously on clips for Transformers and He-Man. I do need to get some G.I. Joe ones in there in the hopper to be sure, but still, they'll ding me every time, even though that in the case of He-Man and She-Ra, they're retimed to be at the proper frame rate, and with unlike the masters that Universal and their predecessors in IP mill ownership have been pushing for the past two plus, well, yeah, 2 decades is about, or a little over 2 decades now in the U.S. And, well, Hasbro, with the freaking broadcast masters, they're allergic to that shit. So that's gonna be something that we're gonna have to do, apparently, is punch the fucking shells. Unless, we get something, respites like this, which lead to fucking nothing. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Is air. Because if they get if Eurocom with Dickish in their placement of those friggin' seashells, this is gonna be the worst level. Well, there's obviously, we're going to be hunting for El Kio, because, yeah. The guide seems to recommend Kita, which if she controls better than fucking Milo.
Hello, Milo.
Yeah, underwater, I'll go with that. Her weaponry is definitely, her attacks are definitely better, in my mind. So, we're starting down here. How about... I guess that her swimming isn't any better than my levels, that's for sure. But again, her tech is so much better. Okay.
I cannot carry any more of these.
So, this is gonna be cute. Oh, amazing. Here I thought I was going to be screwed. And miss that and have to do God knows what. But instead, it was... Oh, but we still have the steering problems. Oh, this is to the start. So that was a big old circle for a hook. And two of the freaking pieces. Or is this the start? Yeah, this is the start. Oh yeah, we're definitely in for this. Okay, so... So we want to go in this one. Oh, come on, game. Game, fucking stop it. No. Because that's definitely one of the biggest flaws in this game is the swimming controls are just a mess. That and the inventory is kind of pathetically limited, but you know, that's...
This looks like a mechanism to lift that chain, but it's useless with broken chains.
Let me guess.
An old heavy chain. One of its links is missing.
Is this gonna be what we need fully, or is we gonna need another one? Oh no. And P. Isn't that cute? Oh. Or no, is this... Yeah, this was, okay, so... I think we all know where the key goes. And... that means that, yeah, this is... of course, I can't remember. I think it's this one, right? Yes. according to the guide, and apparently from the official naming, that's a goddamn shark. Yeah. Yeah, these are sharks. Yeah. Sure. Sure game. Whatever you say. Game. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, I do not like having to fight enemies underwater. Oh my goodness. Where do we stand? And apparently the other guys are called Rothgos. Okay, we're the official names for these water creatures are. Oh boy, they are. I don't know what they're thinking here. I know. So, let's see here. obviously checkpoint because that's how. And oh hey, the green thingy. Oh. Secret key, so hold on. Let's see what we're doing with the secret goddamn key. Oh. So we're secret key is kind of an extra. It's supposed to oh shit. This is not going very well, is it? Yeah, I'm getting like hit every fucking time. Whatever, we... So, first and foremost...
The door is locked.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I hate you. Ah. Very helpful. And that opened the door. And... Sir? I'll say this much: these underwater enemies, they have their little space, and they have their little territory, and they fucking stick to it.
The door is locked.
Yeah. So, where do we do this key? Oh, I'm supposed to... But there's no... Whatever. This is kinda... Yeah. I mean, that wasn't, you know, obtuse. There's no keyhole. I mean, you know... I mean... Bad enough that this room, that this part of this stage has, you know, Dutch angles going on. Or, you know, or at least it's tilted. And of course, another switch. And... Oh. Well, yeah, I would have liked to have done the checkpoint. I'm sure that's not going to come and bite me in the ass. Of course it's going to bite me in the ass. Oh shit. Here it comes. First underwater death of the stream. And remember, we gotta do a bunch of fucking traveling here. Because I missed the checkpoint before that. So, anyway. Nope. Almost missed that. Another checkpoint. They're being a little generous now. One of these days I might actually... At some point I might actually, you know, like, use those colored power-up gems. Maybe? Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. That's death number 2. Well, at least I didn't get sent back too fucking far. Will you stop it? Oh, for God's sakes. And no, this is not. And dead again. That's 3. I'm so goddamn lucky I have this many fucking lives at this point built up, because... controls are sluggish, and you definitely don't get rewarded for freaking hammering on the X button to swim. So you pretty much have to freaking press it. Oh. Look what I missed. Thank goodness. Oh, fucking hell, game. Come on. Oh, let's see here. Oh, now we're getting into some... Well, thank God there's no fall damage. Kinda surprised. After all this... Empty vase. So, let's see here. I think I've missed a letter. Okay, I'm puzzled here. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I'm wrong. I do have everything. So let's go down the other way that I didn't. Let's be. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so we're going here first. Now, apparently something's gonna happen with that. Well, I guess I'm not picking that. Yeah, still got full health, so... For that.
I cannot carry any more of these.
I've got a letter. No, first up. Well, gee.
I cannot carry any more of these.
Okay. I'm going to guess. Yeah.
Water is the key. Once all three vessels are full, the path will become clear.
So... No, I didn't need to go here first. I needed to go with that handle, use Milo for it. Because obviously Cheetah, being a girl, of course she can friggin' pull the handle.
Yes, Keita?
There's a letter up there. There's some texture warping too. There we go. And this is the bowl that we use the water on.
Incredible! This water glows with color. I should find a way to take some with me. It might be of use elsewhere.
Oh, for God's sakes, game. Why do you keep doing this to me? Oh, you son of a bitchin' game. Oh my god, this game. So... the question is whether or not. Well, you know what? Since we're all the way back here, we might as well hit Keto. She jumps better any friggin' way. I can assure you that if I don't get this fucking thing with Kita and her which oh, fuck you, game. No, we're not doing this. I am not. No. There's no benefit to the stupid 100% anyway, so... Yeah. Somebody that fucking cares can go after that idiot jump. That's a ridiculous jump. This is the wrong way. But yeah, there is no way I'm doing all of that shit again. For a jump like that. That, yeah. And with the reward being, oh, you get all the move, you unlock all the freaking, you've unlocked all of the stupid movies. Movie clips. Whoop-de fucking do. So, anyway. So, oh, there we go. And this is that one room back a ways. Or was it here? No, it wasn't. Will you get... God damn it, again. I think, right? No, this is not the right one. God damn it. Now I just... Will you get the fuck up there? This is the room, yes. This should be probably the end of the stage. Yep, that's the end of the stage. Oh god. Yeah. So, we've reached the point where...
Time to get the memory card ready. I couldn't have done it better myself. Bye.
So yeah, so that means we are... Oh.
So, where did you want to go?
3 levels left. Oh my god, spent an hour on that fucking stage. Yeah, 1, 2... 3 levels. The Save Kita is apparently a glorified boss fight. And it looks like the flight is another vehicle stage, so this is the last real stage. Even though we went blowing past the first ad break, I'm gonna take a break to move around and what have you. And I say that I recommend that you do as well. So, yeah, so, because my rookie tab is lurking, yeah, so, let's take that break before we get into the next stage, and we'll run some ads and all that fun stuff. So anyway, I will be back. Alrighty, so I'm back from refreshing myself and what have you. Before we get into this last real level here, should probably do some of that stream update stuff that I forgot to do at the start of the stream because I was in a big fucking rush to be on top of everything. So first and foremost, I've mentioned this on Blue Sky, link in the about me part of the of Twitch, for that. But I've mentioned on Blue Sky, and I mentioned, and I well, of course, I've mentioned the last Flashcard Freddy that I am fed up with the fucking Sayo. And I've done something about it. I have ordered myself a PS1 with an X Station installed with my fun money for this month. So that will be, well, it's coming from Virginia, so hopefully it should be here by after the weekend. I mean, but realistically speaking, it'll be here sometime next week. That'll be nice. The reason I did it from a seller on eBay, which is not. I mean, I'm playing with fire because that would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be the 6th console that I've gotten from eBay. This is the 6th one here, and I haven't had a problem because, well, let's see, we got because we got the Atari 2600, the AV modded. The Odyssey of the AV modded Atari 2600, which y'all paid for Atari 2600 night. That was purchased off of eBay, of course. The Junior the Atari 2600 Junior that is, all RGB equipped and is, well, I just, and everything, so, even better picture that the sale of the aforementioned AV modded 2600 helped to fund. That was off of eBay. The Twin Famicom, which replaced the NT Mini, largely due to the NT Mini's issues with playing this system games, that was purchased off of eBay. I mean, granted, the method upon which it outputs RGB is a little odd, but the fact is that it served very well. The N64 that we use on stream, which is RGB modded, and is a nice gold color, that was there, and also the current Super Nintendo, which is an RGB modded Mini, which replaced the Super NT, largely because I'm just starting to get, catchy about everything to do with fucking analog. That was also done eBay, so I mean I've done well for myself, so so I have faith that it'll work. I mean, but the advantage of it is that the modder has it so that the biggest advantage is that the modder has it, has the SD card slot as a full-size SD card slot and not a micro, so I don't have to buy an entirely new SD card to do the X Station. I can use the one here. The plan is to eventually get just vanilla PS1 with a working disk drive, and then sell off the SIO. The problem is selling off the one with the SIO in it. You know, there's Cyberdyne's fucking license transfer thing, which that's an entire onerous situation that I would be having to get somebody to run with that, which again is completely onerous, complete bullshit. I mean, because there still hasn't been to my knowledge, there hasn't been nobody's actually gone and done a jailbreak. I mean, there's maybe the clone. It's been cloned by, you know, Chinese devs, but I don't know if that firmware is compatible with the official SIO units. And besides, the way that Cyberdyne has behaved, I mean, they've fucking, you know, the way that they've behaved, who the hell knows? Because they're the biggest pieces of shit around, really. I mean, granted, you know, and that's kind of the problem. That's a big problem that I have with. I mean, granted, just in general, with the retro community, just has a piece of shit problem. I mean, nobody seems to want to. I mean, granted, yeah, Cyberdyne fucking pissed off everybody, so it's popular to hate on them, just as it's fairly popular to hate on Terra Onion, who makes the mode and some other stuff. They've done some shitty things, so it's popular to shit on them. But I mean, Palmer fucking Lucky is doing his clone consoles, and there's a shocking number of fucking people that will just accept that will with face value will accept his bullshit, will review his crap, will give him time. I mean, to say nothing of the whole, now we have to worry about frigging fan translations are now getting completely overrun by AI fucking slop, and there are a lot of people that don't have issues with that. That was my final straw with freaking keeping up with the retro scene with Retro RGB, because he was like, oh, you're just being a bunch of whiners. Like, fuck off, bro. Fuck off. AI slop has no, especially in a game like that, that's, I mean, and it's like, I don't even know the full story about it, but I know that I know enough about that Sega Gaga for Dreamcast to know that it's all about in-jokes and everything and references. And so to have AI slop translate that's ridiculous. I mean, AI has no fucking brains. It doesn't understand references, it doesn't understand anything, because it just spits out what you think what it thinks you want. So it's just, like, ridiculous. But now there's been a bunch of, since that dropped, there's been a bunch of them, and most of your typical outlets where you get the ROM hacks, or, you know, the less, you know, savory places where you can just straight up get the patched ROMs, don't make the designation. So if you don't know what's the what, you can end up with fucking slop. And then there's the whole retro achievements on Mister. I mean, that seems to be infested with AI slop, which pisses me off, because I've kind of lusted for the opportunity to do retro achievements. But the thing of it is that I ain't gonna do with that. I mean, yeah, I do need to set it up with my SD to SNES, because that has a legit non-AI slop, and that way to connect with retro achievements, and that's been a thing for a while. But, you know, the thing that is that it just pisses me off. Everything is getting flopified. You know, so many people are just buying into it. I mean, we just had, today, well, technically today being Wednesday, or was it Tuesday? But anyway, we just had freaking George Lucas come out in favor of, you know, on the payroll, on supporting AI fucking slop tools, which, I mean, given his the statements about the directing process and his distaste for directing and directing humans and everything, it's not a shocker with Lucas, but god damn is it fucking annoying. I mean, and it's like, I mean, really, we've got at this point where so many people are just all up in it, and it's like, it's not, it's like, and it's like we have, the world has so many fucked up things going on right now, and it's like, I mean, without AI, the AI and fucking tech bro problems, and it's just like, but, we got that, and oh yeah, since my last stream, Sony's like, well, we're starting next year, we're not making PlayStation 5 discs anymore, which is like, so are they gonna, since PlayStation 5 uses Blu-rays, and Sony, I mean, Sony's the owner, the primary owner of the Blu-ray format, and does this mean that they're announcing an intention to stop making Blu-ray movies? Which would be, horrible, and it was like, and they made that announcement that they're gonna do it right on the heels of having said that we're shutting down the PS3 and the PlayStation Vita online stores, and also off the heels of them pulling a bunch of movies straight from their store and off of people's libraries that they paid for without a refund. I mean, it's just like, oh my god. It's so, yeah, it's like there's a lot of good in the video gaming world, but there's so much fucking bad. I mean, especially in the big company space. And the worst part is that, it's like, and, the thing of it is that you can't say to some and it's like, with these fucking people that work at, well, or trying to work at these larger companies, it's like, you can't just like tell them, well, go indie, it'll be alright. It's like, no, indie's a fucking crapshoot. I mean, really, discoverability is friggin' terrible for game makers. It's just, oh god. It's just, the depths that I can mine about how fucked up it is, the modern gaming scene is, just, the layers just drive me crazy right now. And that's on top of the other real world stuff that's going on. I mean, it's like the only good news that I've had. Here's the extent of the good news beyond the whole getting an X Station bit. In the macro Life of Garrett sense. Besides the X Station, we have the Red Sox suddenly don't suck. They're a half game out of a playoff spot. They're almost at 500. I mean, so they don't suck, maybe. It's hard to say. Who knows? We still got a couple weeks till the trade deadline, and we don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen there? Daylight savings time might be, well, I would say ending forever in this country. No, they're gonna make daylight state, of course, since fucking Trump is involved. The House has voted to make daylight savings time permanent, which is like the Bass Ackwards way. I mean, I understand that nobody wants to lose the fucking hour in fall, and that they're doing this to, you know, it's clearly a, well, we did something good for you, you know, but it's like, you know, we got that, and, oh yeah, and the last one is, I can watch the goddamn Lakers again, because LeBron has made it official that he's left the Lakers, and he's some other fucking team's problem. I mean, that's, and it's like, these are like such minor things. Normally these would be like, oh hey, that happened, that was a good day. You know, instead I have to hold on to, the world is such a fucking mess, that I have to hold on to being able to watch my favorite basketball team again, because a player I loathe is no longer on the damn team. My baseball team is not sucking and might potentially not suck. And after that, it's, you know, and oh yeah, daylight savings time is done with. And it's like, since I haven't had a job in 5 years now, almost 5 years now. I mean, the thing of it is that daylight savings time doesn't affect me as badly as it does y'all that have like real jobs, so it's like kind of minor, but it is still an annoyance, and it is very, my sympathy, I mean, you know, I have compassion and empathy.
Welcome to the club, son.
I'm no mercenary.
Mercenary? I prefer the term adventure capitalist. Besides, you're the one who got us here. You led us right to the treasure chest.
You don't know what you're tampering with, Rourke.
What's to know? It's big, it's shiny, it's gonna make us all rich.
You think it's some kind of a diamond. I thought it was some kind of a battery. But we're both wrong. It's their life force. That crystal is the only thing keeping these people alive. You take that away and they'll die.
Well, that changes things. Helga, what do you think?
Knowing that, I'd double the price.
I was thinking triple.
Rourke, don't do this.
Yes. The heel turn. But yeah, since we're not going for the 100%, I can just...
Wow, the palace. Somehow I think the king isn't telling us the whole history about this place. It's time we learn some answers.
You want answers. But of course we don't. And of course, you know, we start the,
I know what you seek, and you will not find it here. Your journey
yeah,
has
they actually
been
got
in vain.
Leonard Nimoy to voice himself, voice his character in the game as well.
We were once a great people, but that knowledge is now lost. The broken mosaic is all that remains. Repair the mosaic, and you may unlock the past. Take this key to help you. Now go.
Yeah, so there's that. And speaking of such, you know, Nimoy's late life raspy ass voice reminded me. Apparently we're getting all in the... Apparently we're getting at a point where smoking, and I don't mean smoking weed, I mean smoking tobacco. It's becoming a thing again, which, oh god, that's another thing. That's just like another, like, why? 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 Why are we doing this? Sort of thing. So, yeah. Because it would be so much nicer, you know, if,
The door is locked.
okay, so the guide wants us to switch to Audrey.
Audrey receiving.
Which means that so well, that's good. That's just great. I don't even know if Audrey can fucking climb that. climb back up there. Which would be a big fucking problem. Oh wow, there is that other checkpoint. Yeah, she can't fucking... So I have to go back to the other checkpoint to go back to Milo because I missed a jump. Oh, God. And let me guess, these fucking dickheads probably... Oh no, they have not respawned. Somehow.
Milo here.
Okay.
What do you need, sport?
Now, we can't use Q at this level.
Audrey receiving. This is Audrey.
Now makes sense, since she got grabbed out of fucking...
A few flares should light my path.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that was a big fuck you. Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, this just got fucking annoying. Somehow I still have a fucking... Oh. For God's sakes. I mean, it's... yeah, it says something that... yeah, they're only, they only penalize you freaking, 10 freaking HP because it's fucking bullshit. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Somehow.
Outsiders, raise the alarm! You are defeated!
God damn it.
The Atlantean police don't mess around. Now where am I?
Well, I know where I'm at. Because it said just before. Oh shit. It's not precise.
You come here!
God damn it, this is fucking...
Over there! Get them! You come here!
Oh my goodness. Now I want you to switch to freaking Venom.
Yes, Audrey, what?
Oh goodness. Well, that would explain why we needed Vinny.
The door is locked.
There's a piece of a mosaic. So, what the hell? We gotta go in the other room. But we ignored. Uh-oh, big rock. Oh. Okay. We're getting our last witch and everything. Hey Jack, how are you doing? I am doing well. Hold on, let me give you a shouty. Okay, hold on. Wow. Hold on. Wake up. There we go. Keyboard's woken up. Yeah, so absolutely go ahead. If you're not following Jack, please do. I'm doing well. Oh, you're doing just waiting for the day and getting laundry done before work. Right on. Yeah. Thanks for popping in at the start of your day. But yeah, if you're not already following Jack, please do. He plays all sorts of retro games when he has time to stream, when he's not working, and helping, helping pets out at the shelter and what have you, and because his current game is that he's been playing the first Legend of Zelda blind for the first time, and he's actually made an incredible amount of progress for somebody first time, and somebody just doing it with pretty much no hints. But anyway, he's super friendly. Always, yeah. So absolutely check his stuff, his streams out. So anyway, here, so let my train of thought here. So with this, the guy wants me to push it in a ramp, go down a ramp, and on the right side you'll see. Okay, so yeah. Not blind. I am using you are using a map? Yeah, so. Well, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, you've got. I mean, but the thing of it is, a map. I mean, you're not referring to it like, me here. So, nope. We're digging a hole. And we found the piece of the mosaic. But yeah, I am yeah. I'm sorry, Jack, but you are so not struggling. Trust me on this. Yeah, the fact of the matter, I don't want to. I mean, again, I don't want to get it. I don't want to spoil you to to later events in the game. So I don't want to. So to relate to you my first-hand experience with the game, but I mean there are some. You're as it stands, you're getting into the parts of the game that are a bit obtuse, and then there are later parts that are just like evil obtuse. But yeah, so I was like, don't. I mean, you're doing great at it for a first-time player. I mean, even if you do have a little bit of a maps that you're referring to, it's like, and I understand maps because the worst thing, the thing that just drives me up the wall is getting lost in games. I mean, so it's kind of like, but with Zelda 1, I played that game so many times that I always play with a map. I have a map on my side, but it's like I don't even need it anymore. I mean, because all you need to do is, right now is, all you need to do with level 5 is, take out Dig Dogger, because you've gotten all the goodies. And then it's on to, yeah, and then it's upwards and onwards, and it's like, you're I mean, like, I mean, again, I speak as an old, and I speak as somebody that I mean, I didn't have my system until December of '89, but I was kind of like there. I was like there, and I knew people. I was around the NES culture at the time. It was like Zelda 1 was like a game that took people a long time to figure out. I mean, because by themselves. I mean, Nintendo. I mean, granted, Nintendo did have a guide that they sold mail order for Zelda 1, but I mean, not everybody got that. I mean, yeah, a small few where it's in memory, yeah, like Super Metroid Fusion, yeah. I mean, I can see that. Like Metroid 1 is another one where I got pretty good in memory. I mean, Super Metroid, I've only beaten it like twice, and that was a dozen years ago. And those were back to back because the first time that I beat it, I beat the game, and I was like, I didn't get the best ending, and then I turned around, I was like so determined that I turned right around and beat it again and got the best ending. I mean, but that's the thing. It's like, I do know, I mean, I managed to get some of it in my head pretty well, but yeah, Super Metroid's like, but yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing. It's like some of those some games just, like Zelda 2 is another one where I mean, granted, Zelda 2 is a lot smaller of in my mind, is a lot smaller of a game than the first one, simply because it's, I mean, it's focused. I mean, so much. The bulk of the game is focused on the palaces, and you know, I mean, there's some overworld stuff, but it's not like an oppressive amount compared to like Zelda 1, where it's like almost every screen has a bush that you can burn, a rock that you can blow up or push. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's so many games. I mean, and it's kind of the thing about, I mean, but these were games that were these were games that were kind of like, you know, that were definitely intended to be that you played them over the course of forever. They had a long replay life, a long play life. You know that, you know, because you had to try it was designed around trying if you get stuck, trying everything. I mean, yes, again, like even down to pushing every block and pushing and bombing every potential wall, and you know, burning every bush, and I mean, using all of your items in every possible way. And that's the thing, is that I mean, granted, some of that is also tied to having a guide, because Japan had like by 1980, once the so-called Famicom boom hit in Japan, games started having like strategy guides, like I mean, just like tons of them. I mean, they had a thriving strategy guide market well before we got Nintendo Power, well before we got any of the how to beat Nintendo, any of that stuff. So, I mean, and that's kind of the disconnect with a lot of Japanese design games, in my personal opinion, is that some of these games are clearly designed. I mean, the logic gets so obscure that it's almost designed for the strategy guide. Like, Nintendo developed games aren't that bad. Zelda, there's a logic to it. Metroid 1 is kind of a little dicey, but the development of the first Metroid was a bit messy. And so it's not a shocker that some of the bomb tunnels aren't as obvious and everything. But yeah, and that's the thing. It's kind of like there's I mean, that's the thing with it, is that, I mean, I don't behoove anybody that wants to do it without a guide, but some game, I mean, in fact, I think that it's ballsy as hell, to be perfectly honest. I mean, because I've done it. I've beaten multiple games without a guide. I will tell you that there were parts of Zelda 1 that I didn't have the Nintendo mail-in guide for Zelda 1, Nintendo Power, none of that I didn't have a guide to help me beat it when I first played the game. And oh my god, they're just, I won't tell you where it is, I won't tell you how far away you are or anything like that, but there were places where I just got, where it was like banging your head against it, just because, I mean, just absolute diabolical maze areas. And it's like, I mean, because there's only one, again, I don't want to spoil, but I mean, yeah, so I won't, but I don't want to spoil exactly where, but there's Zelda can get diabolical in places, and the fact that you screamed through level 5 in essence in a couple of streams is I think it's very impressive myself with just a little bit of a map because mind you the Zelda cartridge in the US it came with an overworld map and it came with a basic map for the first 2 or 3 levels and then it also kind of gave you a big hint with what the levels are supposed to look like because in Zelda 1 each level is supposed to look like something. I mean, you've got like the level 5 is supposed to be is supposed to be the lizard level for instance. And that it's supposed to look like the head of a lizard. And that's the thing. I mean, the Zelda 1, I mean, because that's the thing. Nintendo knew that Zelda 1 was kind of a bit of a special game, and they went for, I mean, and they kind of gave you a good starting foot. And they did it the same thing with when they published the first Dragon Warrior. That got you a pretty good start into the game, and Final Fantasy 1, the instruction manual, besides having maps at least for the for the lower continent, it had maps through like the ice cave, and it had the walkthrough pretty much through essentially a walkthrough all that to that point the ice to the ice cave and the floater, and it was like, I mean, it was like they knew they knew the games were big in Japan, and they wanted everybody to experience them, and they did, but they understood that it's not like it's not an arcadey game, which is so they kind of they tried hard to kind of help them out, and it's like you see it with Phantasy Star 2, for instance, that came with a bit of a guide, that was just like, I mean, it was kind of, I mean, there's so to do it without that help is in any one of those types of games, it's really impressive on some level with it, because I mean, a map, but again, the Zelda 1, it came with an overworld map that had pretty much, they blanked out like Death Mountain, but I mean, that's that you don't exact. I mean, Death Mountain's kind of, that's not too terrible of an impediment. And so I mean, so but here, so to get back, so that's for that. So here we are, because this game is actually kind of, this is the, this level is actually kind of going whole hog with the character switching mechanics. So are we going to, so we got that, no bug. So anyway, so we want to go to this. Okay, I think I need to switch to somebody that's not Molinari, who can actually... Oh. We need to go back to that radio. Okay.
Milo.
Okay. Okay, so... Ow. Sir? Yeah. You sit down. Yeah. Wow. That was a bit of a shocker. Okay, so... Hold on here. Oh, I think I screwed up. I wasn't supposed to jump down, was I? Oh. Yeah, now I'm like all super. Okay. So now we gotta. So I'm back here, so I went backwards instead of forwards, so. Be gone, bugs. Be gone. Oh. God. Now, the positive is that I'm back. Yeah, so let's see. 'Cause this was where I went, and that didn't pan out very well, so. Oh, that's great. I'm shooting the, my shots are going right through the 5-hole here. Well, that just opened up that door. So...
Movie activated.
Robots. And there we go. Okay. And the light and the start of the stage is all lit. Is this going to take us? Yes, this did take us right back to the start of the freaking level. How convenient. And level done. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so the next level is apparently another flying stage, another vehicle level. Our last. So that's...
Time to get the memory card ready. Looks like the right choice to me.
You'd probably say that if I friggin' went to override my Resident Evil 1 save.
See you later. Pick a level, choose your destiny.
Okay, so...
Where are you going?
I'm going after Rourke.
Milo, that's crazy.
I didn't say it was a smart thing, but it is the right thing.
Come on, we better make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
Just follow my lead.
Wow, I'm impressed.
It's simple. All you gotta do...
Yeah, shut up. We get it, okay?
No, wait! Gently. Just gently.
Hey, Milo, you got something sporty? You know, like a tuna?
How is this done? All you gotta do is use the crystals. Kita showed me. Half turn right, quarter turn back. Keep your hand on the pad.
Thank you for GG. I'm beating the level. Okay.
I'm so
I'm gonna get hit for this, aren't I? This is gonna be the cutscene that does it. It gets me on the
Rescue the princess. We're gonna save Atlantis. Or we're gonna die trying. Now let's do it!
Yeah, that's gonna be the one that gets me. That's gonna be the one that gets me in trouble. Just watch. That one was very long.
Rourke may have Kita now, but I'll never let him take her. Without her, Atlantis is doomed.
Oh, well, that's one way to, and okay, well, that was, low impact, because we've already determined that we're not getting a frickin' 100%, so not really. Oh my goodness.
Time to get the memory card.
What are you doing? Hopefully that was buffering for me on my monitor of the stream. I hope that wasn't. I hope that didn't go
Hurry up.
cockeyed for
Atlantis
you.
won't wait forever.
Hey, shut up, game.
Good job. I can see why you were chosen
So
for
this is the last level, and there's effective. Yeah.
See you later.
And the guide tells me that it is really only 2 bosses.
Pick a level. Choose your destiny.
Looks like somebody's working overtime. Come on, girl, time's up.
All right, Milo. This is it. Any last words? Yeah, I really wish I had a better idea than this.
Okay. But anyway, it says it's...
Ah, Milo. I don't know how you survived this long. You're obviously far more resourceful than I ever gave you credit for. Unfortunately, everyone's luck runs out eventually, and you, my dear, have just reached the end of the line.
So anyway, it says, let's see here. He has a real gun. Anyway, you'll notice 4 propeller engines on the sides of the hot air balloon. You want to you want to position yourself between Helga and one of the propellers, then dodge your gun. So
I warned you, you'd get... I
Oh.
must watch out for the cylinders. Ha! Gotcha! There's another one.
oh, this is not.
One left.
Okay.
Mr. Thatch, I have to hand it to you. You're a bigger pain in the neck than I would have ever thought possible. But enough chit-chat. This time I'll deal with you myself.
So he has the number 7 next to him, so I'm guessing he has 7, takes 7 hits or whatever. So before you actually start the damage work, you'll need to collect the symbols and the green crystals. The first one. Oh, so we gotta fucking...
She can't be saved, Thatch. I won't have any of that.
So, we have to collect all of the stupid symbols for the symbols and the green thing for the area before we can freaking hurt him. That's something else. And mind you, I have like 0 round.
Stop right there, Thatch. You're fouling everything up. These Atlanteans aren't worth saving, Milo. You're getting right under my skin. She can't be saved, Thatch. I won't have any of that. You're not gonna stop me, kid. Give it up, Thatch. She can't be saved, Thatch. I won't have any of that. You're getting right under my skin. Stop right there, Thatch. You're fouling everything up. You're not gonna stop me, kid.
And I'm sure having it be like this is to avoid directly killing Rourke.
These Atlanteans aren't worth it.
Movie activated.
That or the guide is lying to me and I don't need to collect these things.
She can't be saved, Thatch. I won't have any of that.
But... So, anyway. So drop. Shortly after you get... Then this, you can now, by throwing... Okay. We gotta throw...
Tired, Mr. Thatch? That's a shame. Oh, did that hurt?
Oh, I just walked right off the goddamn edge. That's great. Oh, and we gotta do both fight.
I must watch out for the cylinders. Here's another one. You can't stop us, Milo!
Oh my god. Why is it so easy to jump off the frickin'...
I must watch out for the cylinders. Here's another one.
Wow. We've learned an important lesson. It is very easy to jump off the platform. Oh, goodness. So, don't jump off the platform.
I'm just getting warmed up.
So, how many times do I... Oh, so I have to... Oh. Hold on. Okay, so this is very convoluted.
It's nothing personal, you know. I'm just getting warmed up. Oh, did that hurt? Tired, Mr. Patch?
Yeah, this is kind of shockingly convoluted. But yeah, not very different. Glad to stop and thank you. Yeah, thank you for popping in, Jack, and I hope you have a great day too. Yeah, that was kind of, once I figured out what was going on, that was kind of anticlimactic. I mean, I understand, again, it's a game for kids, but that was kind of anticlimactic.
See you later.
later.
I mean,
Pick a level, choose your destiny.
but I'm not complaining. It was an okay game. I mean, again, it kind of ended. Yeah, the ending was. Huh.
The fissure! It is about to eject its pyroclastic fury!
Milo, Bull says the wall's gonna blow.
Well, here we go.
Milo.
I do feel like it. I feel like they. I do get the hint, the feeling, because it's been so long since I've seen Atlantis. I do feel like they've kind of. Obscured. Oh my goodness. And it's showing unstable for the bit rate. I hope that's a lie. Okay, so yeah, maybe that was just for yeah, when the screen went little Hawkeye here. So yeah, I mean the thing that is that I didn't like. So the thing that is that I mean obviously it's a game that was intended for kids. I know since it was based on a Disney film. I mean, so you know the difficulty was not there. I mean. Yeah, because I am shocked that they got most of the cast. I mean, because these... it seems like the only actors they didn't get... Pardon me. That the only actors that they didn't get to voice themselves... To voice the characters they did in the movie was Michael J. Fox didn't voice Milo, and James Garner didn't voice Rourke. So that's, I mean, that's actually pretty good for a for a movie tie-in game. Of any vintage. I mean, obviously the movie tie-in game has kind of died off. But yeah, that's a shockingly good amount of people involved that took part. So I mean, that's I'll give them that. The game I mean, for a 3D platformer of its vintage, so we're talking what 2001, 2002-ish. It's pretty good. The camera's okay. Yeah, it's fiddly and it's a little fiddly in some parts, but the controls are fine. I mean, I think that I think that I don't know, like certainly Moliere, some in the volcano level that I don't know, the jumps that they required him to do, that was a little bit, dicey. But generally speaking, the control and the camera were pretty good. I mean, it's obvious that they took it's obvious that Eurocom took inspiration from Tomb Raider, but they didn't go full hog. There's not the technical movement and everything, and the move set isn't none of the characters have Laura's move set. Um, the thing of it is that um, so there's that. The big downside though for the controls is the swimming controls and the camera. Just in the underwater sequences, which mind you are fairly minimal, they were there. I'll kind of a nitpick is that it was very easy to jump off the goddamn stage into nothingness in those final two boss fights. There's that. So that is what it is. But I mean because it's not tremendously difficult. Because the only reason I didn't go for 100% is that one crappy jump in in the secret swim level. That one, letter was just like a tremendously terrible jump that I couldn't even make with twice with Kita, and she's the best jumper of any of the characters. So that was crap. That was, but the thing of it is that it's not required. There's not any. Oh, you get to do all of the movies. Whoop-dee-doo. There's no real advantage to unlocking all of the letters, and the green things. It looks like that I'm based on what the guide says. Apparently, the green things limit the amount of hit points that Rourke has in the final boss fight. So, take that as you will. So that's, yeah. Because I missed a green thing in that last flying the green thing in that last flying sequence. So, there's that. And so yeah, it's not gonna win any awards or anything, but as a movie, given that it's a movie-based game, and given that it's based on a Disney movie, that it's shockingly the game is shockingly competent. So I enjoyed it well enough. I'm happy that obviously Junkyard Dave kind of was. I don't know what possessed him to pick that when, almost 2 years ago now. To pick that. I think there was a bit of a sarcasm in there. The next game to play on stream, that's definitely that's definitely a bit of a jokey sarcasm there. But the thing of it is that wasn't a bad game. Again, that's a perfectly cromulent affair. There's just, so I'm not going to give it the greatest recommendation, but that was a perfectly fine game. Absolutely, a fine, it was fine, and that's all and honestly, that's kind of all it needs to be. So we got that. So we're done with. So the gist of it is that we are done with Atlantis finally. That means that next stream we will not be playing on the on the PlayStation 1. We will not be playing this. We will be playing Madden NFL 2001 for the N64, which is what Moni, Small Town Witch, redeemed 2 years ago. And that bad boy, well, my winning condition for all these football games is to at least beat it with the Patriots, and then, theoretically beat it with every team, because I mean, I can, but I'm not going to do all 2001, so that would be all 31 teams. Yeah. Let me double check that. No, I think it was 31, because it was just before. Because it was just before the NFL, or no, it's not 2001 season. It's NFL. And it's for the 2000 season, because Madden, good old Madden. There, so let's see. Two, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it was 31. Every team had 5. Every division had 5 teams, except for the old AFC Central that was 6, because the new Cleveland Browns had rejoined their old division, and everybody else all the other divisions had expansion in the 90s had had assigned the Jaguars to the AFC Central and the Panthers to the NFC West, which, realignment fixed that, because so anyway, I won't go through all. I won't do all the games there, because this is the year this is the year with Eddie George on the cover, and Madden has Madden's like a little small picture on it. So we're in the, but this was it was released for, this was the first edition that came out on the PlayStation 2. I mean, we're playing the N64 version, which is the one that I have a physical cartridge. It, of course, came out, for the PlayStation 1, and it came out for the Game Boy Color, which, we're not going to do that. But so this is Madden, kind of. What I'm getting at is that Madden 2001, it's kind of Madden at, kind of ruling the roost, because the next season would be, because this is the season that the Dreamcast, that we get NFL 2K is showing, or this, god damn it, the dating of so this is the second year of the NFL 2K series on the Dreamcast, because Sega, because this was where I kind of had my fill with EA's bullshit, because EA refused to support the Dreamcast because Sega intended to revive their NFL's their sports series, their football series for the console and the other sports games, but EA wasn't having it. And the thing of it is, of course, is they came out with NFL 2K, which was one of the most revolutionary goddamn football games of its time. Because I mean, just the play-by-play, because the play-by-play was a dynamic play-by-play, and the camera angles much more. Generally speaking, the presentation much closer was a much closer mimic to what you saw on television, though the default, when the play was going, the default was still the behind the formation view, but you could set it to a pure TV view, so there would be like the side scrolling. But that's the thing, is Madden was rolling on all the cylinders, and for the since again my primary is to do the Patriots, we'll be doing the Patriots. It'll be the 2000 season, which, if you know your NFL history, the 2000 season was, oh boy, that was that was not a good year for the Patriots. It was Bill Belichick's first year as coach, and the Patriots, they fell on their goddamn faces. They won like 5 games that year. That was so that was a time and a half there. So, but I mean, the pieces are all of the pieces are pretty damn solid as far as I would argue. Nobody really afraid. But yeah, so the next stream will be that. Hopefully it'll be before Monday, because Monday is my birthday. And yeah, I hope to get in one before Monday. And I don't know, and because I mean, depending upon the settings and everything that I select and what have you for Madden, it'll probably a full season would probably do 16 games, and the playoffs would either be 2 or 3 streams, depending on how long I do it. I tend to do between 5 and 8 minute quarters with it. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of like it's kind of it's usually it's kind of guesswork, because the speed of Madden is different than the speed of a real game, in the sense that you build up the stats, plays, you move through plays and what have you faster than anything, because you're not standing around for the full 40 seconds. You're picking your plays pretty quickly and what have you. So, and also efficiency is better than in real life, because it's a video game and it's not a true simulation. But yeah, so that's going to be the plan. The next stream will be Madden 2001. We will play a season as the Patriots, and then it'll go into the backlog. It'll go into the rotation of things to play when I need to decompress, sort of thing, with the other 30 teams. Because the hope would be, of course, to beat it with all 30 teams, because Madden is not, I mean, granted, Madden has relatively robust difficulty settings. It's got multiple difficulty levels. I'm not going to go, the highest damn difficulty. No, I'm going to go enough to make it I'm not going to make it easy peasy for myself, but I'm definitely going to go for it. But yeah, that'll be an interesting time. And then once we're done with that, we have that white elephant. Once we get done with that season of Madden, we have the White Elephant Challenge for Battle Kid on the NES, which, yeah, is an any difficulty run. So that's another one where I can do whatever the hell I want. But yeah, that's where we're at, and there's really, yeah, it's kind of no man's land, and there's nobody on to raid. That's, you know, of my targets, and I just don't like raiding strangers anymore on this website. I'm sorry. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you all for popping in, and chat, and Jack for chatting, and for everybody for just chilling out and hanging out, and also in the future watching the VOD and everything. And I will see you on the next one for some football. Later, everybody.